Welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I'm very grateful that you are here. And of course to all of my subscribers who have been with me for a while and, you know, even for the last couple of months, thank you. Thank you for always being here for me and supporting me. I guess the question of the day is, does anybody know if Trump is going to be tried as an adult? I've often asked that question. Anyways, today I'm going to do a grand tableau. I'm going to use my new cards, Greek Geek Hillbilly. He's usually in the chats. He is the one that gifted me my new cards, my gypsy cards. So if you need to know where they came from, you're going to have to ask him because he's the one that got them for me. So I'm going to do a grand tableau. This is how it works. The merriment is the point of the question. This is where, this is where I'm going to be reading from. But this is, I do 9 across, 4 down, and then I start reading the associations and the adjacent to all of the cards about the conversation that we're going to have about the impeachment and the trial and see how it goes. So that's how it works. If anybody's kind of confused, there's also quite a few other ones that I can use. I am going to dive deep in those as well. Not today, but eventually. And if anybody ever wanted a grand tableau done on them via personal reading, let me know. We can definitely do that. I also have my Kipper cards. We can do a grand tableau on you with the Kipper cards. Very easy to do. Give me a minute. I'm going to readjust my camera. Hopefully I can get everybody to be able to see all the cards that I laid out, and then we will do a grand tableau on the impeachment trial. So hang in there. Okay, I hope everybody can see my cards when I lay them out. If not, I will readjust. Isn't this pretty? Somebody bartered this with me and gave me this as a barter gift. I did a reading and then they sent this to me. Actually, I got 2 of them. So if one gets dirty, I can wash it and put the other one down. But isn't that pretty? Okay, here we go. I even remembered my mic. I'm impressed with myself. Here we go. Let's do the shuffling for the impeachment trial. Let me put my energy and the concentration in there. So give me a second. It'll be a little bit of silence as I do this and lay them out. All right. Hope everybody can kind of see how this goes. All right, so let's find merriment. It's right here. Develops jealousy. Merriment, where are you? Here we go. Merriment. Huh. Here's the merriment. So we have all of this backstory. So the first one is talking about the situation. This is kind of like the solution, the ending, and how it's going to end. Then we have row 2, which row 2 is the Wheel of Fortune, like that, how it's, you know, fortunate, how it doesn't look good. So here we go. So we have the merriment right here. Let's read this one. Roll up my sleeves and let's get to it. Unexpected joy, thief, loss, marriage, letter, hope, lover, and then the priest. So in the merriment. So the top one here, it talks about the expected joy, the thief. So if he would have been able to, take over the government, he would have been very happy. But he lost it, and he is not married up with a presidency anymore. And then we have the letter and then the hopes. So what he was doing was connecting with all of his people, connecting with the Proud Boys, connecting with the rioters, trying to give him hope that he would do that. He knew that he could play on their love that they had for him, because what we have here is the priest. It's like they wanted, he liked the fact that they thought he was a god. So this talks about the insurrection. This talks about what he did and how he did it and who he was doing it with. Here we have the fortune. It's called misfortune because misfortune is right here, and then we have the anger. So the love of we have the misfortune and very angry about the misfortune. We also have that adjacent to the theft right here. So the misfortune with the theft, it didn't work out. So it's telling us the story, angry, very angry. There was a death, of course, in that insurrection. And then we have here the dependable and the loyalty. The dependable and the loyalty, it talks about his people. And the dependable and the loyalty. These are the things that they're going to prove. These are the things that they're going to put in the case against him. So that he's going to have the misfortune and the anger about it and the death of the people there. The dependable, how he played on the dependability of the people that went and did the insurrection and stormed the Capitol, and the loyalty to his dependency. The loyalty also comes adjacent to the lover and also to the hope. So the loyalty is the hope and the merriment and through here. So that is adjacent to that. We also have the sweetheart, widow, and message. So the sweetheart, as right underneath the lovers, it talks about, again, they're going to prove the connection to the love of the people that they had for him and how they would have done anything. That sweetheart is like, I will do anything to be with you. I will do anything to be with you. And then we have the widow. Now they're talking about the merriment and the widow, meaning there's a lot of separation now between the people, and they're going to also be able to prove that, because the separation in his base and the people who have figured it out that it was they were being used are going to be the ones who are going to be testifying. They're going to be writing letters or what have you. I'm not seeing like a whole bunch of testifying, a whole bunch done, but their voice is going to be heard somehow, some way, because the message is right here, the merriment and the message. So they're going to get that that priest, that message from, like that spirit message. That message is going to come through in the court. Just know that. So what we have here is the baby, meaning that he started from the beginning. He started literally from the beginning, working on how to take over and steal the government, because we have thief, misfortune, and baby, love, and then we have the unexpected joy. So from the beginning, he was an enemy, and his desire for money and for judges to 45 has always been in the courts, and he wanted judges, he wanted everybody to always in his favor. So he was hoping for that judge that he put in there was going to do what he needed her to do. So what we have here is from the beginning, the enemy of the state, the desire for the money, and the judges to think it through and give him what he wanted. And then we have the fortune visit and the house. So he has, like, I will give you plenty of money as he visits these people and tries to manipulate them in his own house. in the White House, in his own house. All right, so down here at the bottom, some money, officer's widow. So there's a widow of the officer that they didn't plan on this, the enemy, right? We have the thief, the misfortune, the enemy, and then the officer, where I know that this could mean a couple of meanings because it's talking about desire. The officers, the desire for the officers that day to let them in. And that did happen. However, we also have a widow out of that officer. So I don't know if that officer was a loyalist to 45 and they knew it and then he died. I don't know. But there's a widow involved. So the sadness and the falseness, the falseness talks about that. I don't think so. I don't think that officer who fought so very hard and died, I don't think he was a loyalist to 45. I think that was his what got him killed was that he was not. So don't get me wrong on that. But there is a widower and the sadness and the widower out of that. Widower is male, but the sadness out of it, the falseness out of it. Interesting. Okay, then we have the journey, and then we have the jealousy, the malady, which is the desire for a gift, for it to turn out the way it is. But these are all the things that they're going to prove in court. And of course, they're wanting this, but it's not going to, because it's going to be a disease. And they're going to prove that this disease and this poison has been running through the Republican Party. 45 was poisoned from the moment he stepped onto the grounds. And the falseness, they're going to prove all this. The journey to the falseness and the jealousy of Barack Obama, probably that jealousy, that low energy, and the disease of it. They also have the disease of the White House right here, the disease of any visits, the disease of the fortune, the disease as you go up here to the merriment here, the widow, the visit, and the malady, the disease. Okay, let's see. Now let's go up and down. Fortune, love, new, and some money. This just tells me right off the bat that this was a plot from the get-go, because the baby's right here, the new love, the unexpected joy. He didn't really expect to win, but he did. And then we have some money because of it. We have theft, misfortune, enemy, officer, loss, anger, desire, and widower. I wonder what this widower is kind of throwing me. So give me a minute. Let me see. I don't know. Marriage, death, money, and sadness. Letter, dependability, judge, and falseness. Man, he really wanted the judges to do what he did. And they may find that some judges... No. We have hope, loyalty, thoughts, and journey. That's everybody that traveled to the White House, the thoughts, the journey, the loyalty out of them, the hope of the loyalty. Lover, sweetheart, fortune, and jealousy. Somehow, some way, they're going to bring up some sort of jealousy. Sweetheart. There's something in that lover. There's something in that sweetheart, fortune, and jealousy. Something's there. Marriage, person, people, some sort of cheating, something. Let's see if that works. Definitely talks about the disease of the whole thing. And that's how they're going to present it, as poison. This was, you know, they think that nobody believes in our electoral system anymore is because you told them that. They thought that the whole voting process is bad because you told them to. They told them that. There was no reason. They had no evidence to prove to them that there was something wrong. It was because you told them. That's the disease. The lies, the lies, the lies. So right here, the priest, the message, the house, and the gift. They're going to bring up all of the conversation, all of the messages coming out of the White House. Interesting. Okay, let's do some other. Let's do some others. That was very interesting. Let me get this through. I want to throw some cards on the widower. I want to know what my other cards say about that, because I'm kind of feeling it's important, and I want to know what it is. So what does that widower in this spread mean? Spirit, what does that mean? Let me bring out my other cards. Is there anything else you want me to tell me through these cards from my grand tableau? Please do so. I want to know about that widower. The Empress, just the authority. The authority. And then we have the Page of Cups, the authority, which is creative new beginnings. Careless and foolish. Disappointment and depression. We have strength and balance, 45 coming in. Oh, so the widower is talking about him losing the presidency. That's what the widower is. Losing his marriage, losing his love, his power. His love is of his power. Past. The Queen of Cups. Yep. Defend his territory because of that, him losing. He really, really, really wants to keep up with the narrative that he didn't lose, he didn't lose, he didn't lose. I mean, it is absolutely imperative to that child that they keep up with telling everybody he didn't. Okay, why? Why must you still, even though you've lost, why must you still keep up with that? Why is it so important to you? Law of attraction doesn't work unless you have good intentions. Can you just please send a note down to that orange man in Florida that law of attraction only works when you have good intentions? Because it is what your intentions will always follow through. He keeps on believing that he was going to be president. He really thought that was going to work, but your intentions were not on the good side. Ooh, Jiminy Christmas. Hanged Man. Okay. Letting go. Different point of view. Selfish. Selfless. The Two of Swords. Wrong choice. Self-deception. Okay, so it makes sense. He can't get over it. He literally cannot get over that. Oof. The misfortune, the pain. I mean, it really draws pain onto him. Who cares? But it really draws pain onto him. He's like, I was popular. I was popular. I don't know what happened. I was popular. I was popular. Well, nobody told him, apparently showed him the 84 or the 81 million that was against him. They never showed him that part. Or he would have realized that he wasn't as popular as he thought he was. And then the High Priestess shows up. The feelings in the subconscious, the Tower, the chaos. It is just absolute chaos for him. He still just can't get over it. the wealth, happiness, and achievement. You know, he just can't get over it. All right. Well, you just go right ahead. It'll be extremely successful if you keep on talking about how you lost the presidency. Being that you're not president anymore. Go for it. Go for it. All right. I think I want to read one more on Lindsey Graham, why he's being such a douchebag. What is his angle? Gosh. Because Lindsey Graham, I don't think he's got a clear understanding either. Yeah. The luminous of the lack of success. I mean, he knows what's coming. He's fighting he's pulling out his delusion. He's pulling out everything he has to keep the devil. Yeah, he's just playing that devil's advocate. He's just that downfall, he knows what's coming. Biden shows up. He knows that steady progress. He knows that the magician's showing up in the Eight of Swords. He knows that it's going to be exposed. He's going to be exposed. All of them are going to be exposed. He knows it. He's doing everything he can to block success, block it all. He knows it. All right. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're enjoying your Thursday. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, we have The Remote View with the wonderful Dr. Whimsy and Nina from Nine's Corner. Please, please, please join us. We're going to have a lot of fun. All right, everyone. Thanks.